Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the first eReach event. We are very happy to have you once again at this magnificent event and community that we have been forming so far. This is our fourth event, and for those of you that are joining for the first time, welcome. Um, this has been an incredible journey that we have been going on together for the past few months. And despite all of the difficulties and the challenges that our world has been living lately, we are proving that we can remain as a tight and strong first community. And we are very glad to have you here, hoping that you enjoy the event. And as our theme says, that we can build bridges. Today, we are enjoying and embracing the cultures of our planet, of our more than 200 nations that we have, and hopefully that you get something positive out of it, that you get to learn about other countries, and that you can share yours as well. Remember that even though we all have different cultures, we can all join as one, as part of this global community that we are building. So today we're having a different event. Maybe some of you that have been at our past events know that we usually have a presentation, or last time we had a keynote speaker. Today it's all about you guys. So today is your opportunity to share everything that you would like us to know, that you would like us for to know about your countries, that you can get to represent where you come from. And we have some exciting interactive tools that we'll be using for this event. And for that, our first step is that we would like you to change, if you can, your name tag to your personal name and the country where you come from. But for that, I will introduce my good friend Mohammed Said. Mohammed.
Hi, everyone. So yes, welcome everyone in the first eReach edition 4. We are really glad to welcome you to this very exciting edition where it's different. So it's not something technical. It's not related to fundraising or robotics. It's just related to the other part of first, which is the more than just robotics part. So as Abraham mentioned, that before we go on in this event and before we welcome the FGC teams and everything and telling the plan or the schedule for this event, we need everyone to please rename yourselves or change your nicknames in Zoom. And you can do that simply by, if you are using your laptop, you can just press on the right key or the right click on the touchpad and you will find the option rename. Or if you are using your phone, you can just go to the participants tab. You will find yourself at the beginning or at the top of the list. You can press on your name and you will find the rename option. Please change your name to name, then the country flag or the country name. So for example, as I'm Mohammed Zaid from Libya, I will make my nickname to Zaid, then space Libya or the country flag. So I will do that for you so you can follow that. 1 minute. So I will go to the participants. If you can change that as soon as possible, because at the beginning of the event, we'll be having the breakout rooms. It will be the first part in the schedule. So we can split the people in the different breakout rooms. We can make you in groups. And in every group, we'll be putting people from different nations. So it's really important that everyone change your nicknames. Okay, so amazingly, I'm seeing lots of people changing their nicknames already. Please, everyone, try to change your nickname as soon as possible. So it can be amazing to be in a breakout room with people from different nations, not from your same nation. So, and as long as now we are making the breakout rooms, I would love to welcome all the first global teams. We know that amazingly we have tons of FRC, FLR, and FTC teams. It's great to have you all here, guys. But amazingly now, as the first global journey begins, which is another part of the first programs, it's amazing that we're having over 30 teams from the first global teams. So we are very glad, and it's a pleasure to have you here, especially that the first eReach is kind of matching with the first global theme for this year. The first global theme for this year is connecting communities, and the first eReach with the Discord we made recently is absolutely connecting communities and building bridges instead of walls between and among our nations. So hopefully you all get a chance to join the Discord server we made to ensure connecting our communities and building bridges. Discord is just a way of communication. It's just like WhatsApp and WeChat if you know them, as well as Viber, but it's almost like it's more developed and works for the purpose we need in terms of communication in the first eReach. So we emailed the link of joining to the Discord server group to everyone in the emails you have been getting and receiving previously in last week. And we will be sending the joining link for the Discord server during the break in the chat box in this Zoom call. So you can join if you didn't get the chance to join last week. And in that group, it is just an amazing, an easy way for us to keep in touch and stay connected, to maybe suggest topic for the next edition, maybe to share us your feedback, maybe so we can all plan together for plans to expand the first eReach community and how we can have more teams joining so we can have more diversity and more cultures and more nations. So hopefully the breakout rooms are ready in seconds. So be ready, you will be getting a notification or a message box saying that you are being redirected or invited to a breakout room. Just accept the invitation and you will automatically will be like driven to that room. So the breakout rooms will start in hopefully in seconds.
Yes, the breakout rooms will start in seconds. Hopefully you enjoy it. We have pretty cool activities ahead. And well, let's build bridges. And we are starting them now.
Santa Catarina, but usually it doesn't has water, but it's like it has a lot of vegetation. It's one of the lungs of the city, and it's quite funny because when back in the day, I believe like maybe 8 years ago, we have a hurricane, and it was like super flooded. But after that, we have a lot of vegetation there, so it's quite funny to have like a river without water. So let's start with or someone of you. For example, we have Anayansi.
Hi, hello. I'm Ana Yancy. I'm from Mexico, in Mexico City. And here in Mexico City, we have a lot of tortas. Maybe you ask what is a torta. Torta is bread with something inside of it, and actually you can put everything you might want on the torta. And especially we like the torta de chilaquiles that is tortilla with salsa with salsa. Yeah.
Salsa.
Yeah, and that's something special about it.
For some other people, here in Mexico, we have like a huge difference in how we speak in the northern part of Mexico and in the central part of Mexico and in the southern part of Mexico. They usually say that us that live in the north part of Mexico speak like very rude or something. Especially if, people from like us from Monterrey, they say like we are very rude on talking, but I don't know. It's just different things. Uh, so we have, I'll go with another country. We have Gabriel from Brazil.
Hello, Jesus. I'm from Brazil, and I think that something interesting from Brazil is that everyone thinks that here everyone loves samba or funk, or everyone plays soccer, but not really. I'm not much into. And there's not much interesting things around me. Everything that everyone knows from Brazil is very far from here.
Okay, thank you, Gabriel. Something like, for example, a typical food from Brazil that you really enjoy.
We also have torta here, and I think it's something
Hi, I am Andrea from Mexico, from Belu.
Hi, I'm Francisco Cano from the US. I'm on Sugar Nightlights.
Hi, I'm Kennedy from Mexico.
Hi, I'm Alejandra from Puebla, Mexico.
And I'm Anna from the USA from Feds 201.
Hello, I'm Stefan. I'm from Romania, from team Road to D2.
Really happy, even though we're not going to really nice times. We just through it. We have the biggest Roman city outside of Italy, which is really cool. Like the architecture is amazing there, and we have pretty good food, amazing food. At least that's what Libyans say. I've never seen the opinion of anyone else, and that's pretty much it. I love the culture of my country.
Amazing, thanks, Aya. Someone else would like? Stoika, I saw you raise your hand.
Unmute.
Yeah, we can't hear you right now. You're kind of muted.
Right, sorry. So, hi, I'm George, and I'm from the same city as Tudor. We are kind of friends, and we are in two friendly teams. And one thing I want to say about Romania is that it's a beautiful country with very good people. And yes, it's a very beautiful country.
Cool. Ella, you would like to say something?
Hi. Okay, so I'm on the same team as Tatiana, and we both live in Arizona, which is a really hot state, and right now it's the summertime. So we have a lot of desert. It's not very green unless you go more up north in Flagstaff, and it snows there. It doesn't really snow where we live. Like when it rains, there's more green, and we have saguaro cactuses, which is pretty cool.
Okay, thanks. Someone else? Monica or Carlos are there? Okay.
So I would like to say something about my country. So I'm from Romania as well. I'm from the southern part of Romania, from Muntenia. Um, and one thing that I would like to say about my country is that I feel like us Romanians are like really friendly to each other and very open to talking to strangers and stuff. And yeah, I feel like we're really sociable and really open to one another. And also one thing that that we're very proud of is our traditional foods. Obviously, I mean like sarmale and mamaliga and all that stuff. We love it, and we love to talk about it to other people, to strangers, and share our you know traditional foods with other people. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all very proud of our traditional food. For example, here in Mexico, every people who is like I forgot the name, but who comes from another country or from other place, we always say like, "Hey, here in Mexico is the best food," and all that kind of stuff. And we start like, "Hey, you have tasted taco? Look, it's a tortilla with this and all that kind of stuff." So it's
Love tacos.
yeah, we're both now. So if I don't know if like you said, if you like
Hi, I'm from Hidalgo, that's on the center of Mexico. Specifically from Pachuca, it's like the capital of Hidalgo. And here we're known for being a very windy city. Um, like a lot of wine. It's because of a legend that we have here that a woman that lived here in Pachuca um, fell in love with her country or her town, so she saved it from something. I don't remember quite good the story. So she belongs now to the wine to save her country, her town, sorry. And that's like the story of why are we called the Bella Airosa, like the beauty windy. I don't know how to translate it. And also we have here something called barbacoa that is
Oh,
like
yes.
meat, and it's very representing of the state.
Okay, we have 5 minutes left. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing with us. Um, who's missing? Hi, Rana. You want us to talk about spicy food? Like Rana, I think Rana loves spicy food. Tell us about your spicy, delicious food. um, yes, we will.
You, Adia. Adia, you are from Romania, right?
Yes, I'm from Romania. Something about our culture, we really like to make fun of the bad parts. It's even a saying that make has about nekas, and has is basically jokes, and nekas is basically something very bad. So yes, in Romania, something that is maybe interesting is this thing that we like to joke a lot, and our humor is really developed, not like our country, but like yes. And well, there are a lot of traditions and a lot of things that are very interesting about our food, our dances, and our politics. Really, we like to protest a lot.
Ah, okay. We do have something in common because people in Libya do love to protest. I mean, in every single thing.
We love that a lot. That's why we're known in Europe for protests. Like
We are
Yeah.
just generally not fond of our like political side of our country. Like that's, I mean, having the corruption here, it's a common fact. Not being satisfied with everything they're doing. Also coming from a communist background, because after the World War II, we were a communist country. We have to the tendency to take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to decisions made. So
Mhm.
in this part, we are very skeptical nation. Let's say that.
Thank you for sharing this information. I didn't know this about Romania, indeed. Okay, so I think we are only 3 countries in here: Romania, Mexico, USA, and Libya. Sorry, 4 countries. So let us find something in common, something that we do have in common. Aside, do you protest in the USA? I mean, is it? Do you think that it's part of your culture, as well as for the Mexican people? Like, do you think that protesting is part of your culture, as it is for us in Libya and for the Romanian people?
I mean,
Go
throughout
ahead,
the
Frankie.
history of the U.S., there have been many protests. We are actually going through a protest right now. If you guys don't know about it, it's called the hashtag BLM. Basically, not it's supposed to be the land of the free and equal, but it's not completely there. So a lot of the African Americans and Mexicans, they're just trying to get completely equal, and that's the protest going on right now in the USA. But throughout our history, we've been through protests like Cesar Chavez, you know who he is. fought for Mexican rights in America. So protests have been very prominent in the USA. But yeah, I say it's part of our culture a little bit.
Nice. It's amazing to hear that. Okay, let's find something more peaceful, like something we do have in common, but more peaceful than protesting. Like for example, in Libya here, we do eat a lot. Like we do eat almost 5 times a day. Like we do have a breakfast, then we do have something like a vika between the breakfast and the lunch. Then we do have the dinner, and between the lunch and the dinner, we do have something like we eat at the evening, like cafe or something with some snacks and so on. So we really do eat a lot in here. Like we almost have 5 meals. Like not every, it's part of the tradition, but not all families do that. For example, in my family, we have only 2 meals. Like we eat at the morning and at the evening. So we have no lunch because of our like routines and work hours and so on. But in general, like in Libya, we do have 5 meals, not 3 meals. Is it something like? Is it something that we do have in common?
Uh, I need to make a note. When can I schedule a visit? Because that sounds really nice to me. Like 5 meals a day. I'm not going to lie.
Oh my God! You know, literally, the only shop that you can find tons in every street is restaurants. There are like just too many restaurants in Libya. Everywhere, in every single street, you can find tons of restaurants, more than anything else. Like people just love to eat. And food is so cheap in here. So I think that
Okay, welcome back. We are waiting for some more people that are in their rooms. I believe that the time between changes has ended. And so for this part of the event, we do have an exciting interactive activity. Hopefully that you got to learn about other countries and their cultures. I was wandering around all of the groups and I heard very interesting conversations. But now we'll get to share that information to everyone in a very fun way. So what we're going to be doing is I'll be sharing with you a link. Give me 1 second, and we're going to be doing an interactive mural. So let me do that. I'm going to put it in the chat box. There you go. And I'll be sharing my screen.
So you can copy and paste the link on your browser, or maybe you just can click it and you will be seeing like this screen that Abraham is sharing. So please be sure to join. Use your name, and you can add your country too, as you have it on here in Zoom. So be sure to have, for example, for myself, I will write Jesus, Mexico.
That's right. And so what we're going to be doing in this activity is that we're going to be putting, as in the physical world, like sticky notes on the wall. But now we're doing it in a virtual way. We have several questions that we will be answering, and hopefully by the end of the event, we will have a big mural with our global community that we're forming here at First eReach. And the way that this is going to work is that hopefully you can watch my screen and my pointer. The way that you can do a Post-it note is by clicking double click on whatever space you want to put your Post-it note. So for example, I want to put my Post-it note here at the corner. I'll do 2 clicks and I'll put, if the question, where are you from? I'll be putting Mexico and I'll be putting my name, Abraham. If you want to move, there is this little sign that says move. It will allow you to later on move your Post-it note. If you want to do it bigger, if you want to do it smaller, you can. And the intention is that everyone can put where they come from. You can put, if you want to be more specific, the city that you come from, your country, and your name. If you want to include your team name as well, go on. We'll give just a couple of minutes so that y'all can put that Post-it note here in this question.
On the bottom right corner, you can find the to zoom in or zoom out on the page. So if you are a little bit lost on where to start clicking, be sure to look at the bottom right corner so you can zoom out and see all the activities that you can do. For example, we have the one from that Abraham mentioned. Where are you from? What is your mother tongue? And you can see some others. So please be sure to scroll all over the screen so you can find everything.
Okay, so and amazingly, we are seeing so many people participating. And while you are participating, and because we want to make it more engaging and fun, we will be playing along with the songs you suggested from your nations. Hopefully, you enjoy them. We have amazing people who suggested amazing songs, so enjoy them.
No sé qué tienen las flores, lloran las flores.
I'll put just the entire map. I think everyone can go on and write everything.
فكر فينا يا ترى في الياسمين فكر فينا في بس انت وياه من ماضينا يا ترى في الياسمين فكر.
We have 10 more minutes left. Hopefully you get to answer as many questions as possible.
Un cântec de luptă bătrân ca unirea, voi compatrioți ascultați. Un cântec de luptă bătrân ca unirea, voi compatrioți ascultați. Treceți batalioane române Carpații, la arme cu cruză și flori. Vă așteaptă izbunta, vă așteaptă și frații, inima la trecători. başlattı ismin. I bet you never heard those bars so good to say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I ask you twice, I think you could please.
And again, we are playing your favorite song. After these songs you suggested, we will be playing two amazing songs you loved in the previous edition of the first eReach. So enjoy them. بنقول لك امتى نقدر بعد 5 دقائق نقدر بعدين نولد. And now the favorite, the best, the first for first eReach.
Oh my god.
Swedish Vika. Enjoy it.
Criminality, and it's destroying our liberality. We're just so far from where we want to be. I want to be living in a world that's free. You and me, don't you agree? Yeah. It wants to be us, say no fears. We really want to be us. Try to put it in your level inside your head. Don't you come together, make it really made again. Want to get one that needs something well, we want to be. Now stay in the pages. You should try the Swedish speaker. So cup me up in your cup me cup. Everybody have a Swedish speaker. Things you got to be the cinnamon bun. Everybody have a Swedish speaker. Stop belly balls and chocolate balls. Come and join our Swedish speaker. From a submarine to the Massari. I can't cause problems too. It's true. Someone you don't demand. You never want to do God ever again. Cause you're big of it. I just want to call to say. What you talking about? I'm talking about the Swedish word kiss. Cookie? Yeah, cookie. Some idiots are calling it shit. Yeah, shooky. It's weird, I know, and it messes with my phone. I would never say cheese, but not with cheese. I would never say she instead of cute. I would never ever do such a thing. So you just want to cut you up together when you're free. Yes, they can't. Everybody have a Swedish speaker. Put the kicks on your plate to communicate. Come and join our Swedish speaker. Say kick for the game if you want to stay. Everybody have a Swedish speaker. Take a cup and fill it up. Sing along to our Swedish speaker. No time for war if you take a bold door. So what's the moral of this song? Is that the world should come together. And every time you feel like needing someone, you should find them a speaker. You learn we're all pretty legal. Everybody have a Swedish speaker. World peace with a peace. Everybody have a Swedish speaker. From a mystery with a cup of tea. Everybody have a Swedish speaker. There's crime scenes for coffee beans. Everybody have a Swedish speaker. There's caffeine and a ballerina. But I'm not Swedish speaker. No deputies with the cigarettes. But I'm not Swedish speaker. Now that's enough, we'll miss us up.
Wonderful. And so for those of you joining for the first time, that's probably our favorite eReach song, Swedish Vika, courtesy by Mohammed from Libya. We'll make sure to attach this song everywhere so that you can have it, because it's really a great song. Plus all of the other songs that you have heard before, because we have a surprise for you later on in this event. And so I'm very excited to see, as you might see from the shared screen, lots of post-its have been going on. I know that everyone has been moving around everything, but that's all right. I have been watching this incredible message. Very excited to see everyone participating. And so what we're going to be doing next is that we'll be having a break, but the activity will be there still. So during the break, if you want to fill out more on the board, you can do so. Don't worry about that. And I'll stop sharing the screen for the break. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay, so hi everyone. We hope that you enjoyed the new activity we organized for this edition. It's very special. And also you joined the music and the songs you suggested from your different nations, as well as absolutely the Becca we always enjoy. So this break is gonna be different because usually in the previous editions, we play the music in the break, but in this edition it's different. So we play the music not in the break, but in the activity before the break. And in this break, we will give a shout out to all the first global teams joining us. Hopefully you all can welcome them in the chat. So in the chat, maybe you just say, welcome first global teams, because usually in the previous editions, we had so many FRC, FTC, and FLL, also some VIX robotics teams, but we haven't so many FGC teams. But amazingly, first global teams are getting more active and engaged in the first community. So welcome them in the chat. So hopefully we can help them in getting to us and getting engaged in other first programs, such as the FRC, FBC, and FLL. So welcome all the first global teams for joining us. And hopefully all of you can join the Discord server we organized and made for you, so we can stay connected and in touch, and we can keep on planning for the editions together. Also, it's amazing if you can keep on sharing all across your social media channels and hashtagging us, like the Lybotics Girls Team, Lybotics Youth Team, and STEAMex, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. We will be resharing and reposting so we can spread the word to first and to all the first global teams and first official teams, so we can keep on growing the first eReach community. So I know that I spoke too much, but we planned that this break is going to be different. There will be no music at least till the end of this break, and instead we will be speaking. So I'm not seeing so many people welcoming the first global teams. Hopefully you can welcome them before the end of the break. So just to welcome first global teams back again. We have over 30 FGC teams in this edition participated, and many of them suggested their songs and some live performances that we hopefully be able to share with you in the email that we send usually 2 days after the event, or to 1 week. We will send you some live performances first global teams made for the first eReach, like singing and showing art and dancing, some of them. So we will share that with email with everyone. Now I will be playing one of the songs that one of the FGC teams, I guess, suggested till the end of the break, which is almost 1 minute left. Then after this 1 minute, you will automatically be directed to your breakout room 2, where we will be reflecting on what have been said in the breakout room 1. Enjoy the break at the end.
Salías de un templo un día, llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Salías de un templo un día, llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Hermoso y puro llevaba llorona que la Virgen te creí. Hermoso y puro. Ay, de mí lloró.
Okay, so hi everyone. Hopefully you can keep the conversation at least for 5 minutes, and I will get back because I do need to reorganize the playlist for the platform too, for the next activity of the songs. So I will get back to you very soon, but enjoy chatting and reflecting on what we have discussed in the first breakout room. We have introduced our nations and we tried to find something in common. In this breakout room, we need to just reflect on what have been said. And for example, did you know Libya before I introduced Libya? And for example, I didn't know that in Romania, for example, the things that Diego mentioned, or I forgot the name, sorry. Or for example, when Anna mentioned that different states in the United States had different cultures or maybe different languages. I didn't know about that. I thought that they are all the same. So try to reflect on that, and I will get back to you in a few minutes.
That's right. I'll fill in for Mohammed just for these couple of minutes because he's preparing, as he said before, the music for the next activity. So I'll open the space so that everyone can reflect. Maybe just an interesting question that I would like to pose is, why do you think it is important to embrace our national cultures to create an international community? If anyone wants to give an opinion on that.
Well, like America, we're like when we first started, obviously we like separated from England, but then we also had lots of immigrants come from like all over different countries. And of course, throughout like wars and stuff, there was more people who came as refugees to our country. So our country is filled with so many different cultures that we also create our own cultures. And we need people from different backgrounds to make good decisions on how to like run our governments and like giving aid and finding groups such as like during our Black Lives Matter we discussed like finding groups that might be oppressed or might be like facing discrimination and how to tackle that issue.
All right, thank you so much, Anna. Anyone else who'd like to make an opinion about it?
I think a big part of it is that if you I guess in the international community, each culture has something to bring to the table, and if you lose that culture, then you lose that part or that like addition to the table. Like as Anna was saying, you need like multiple like views and multiple people to make those good decisions. And if you have I guess like you want to have those multiple viewpoints and you want to have everything that everybody can bring to the table when you make those international decisions or national or international efforts.
Kind of creating that melting pot, right? That gathering around the points of views, the cultures of everyone to form an international community. You know, after all, we're all inhabitants of the same planet. So I think we have that present always. Somebody from Mexico that would like to speak about this matter. I know we have Mexican people here. No tengan miedo. Or someone from Romania that would like to give an opinion on this matter. Why do you think it is important to embrace our national cultures to create an international community? No one. Don't be shy. I mean, this is a space for all to get to know our points of views and to get to share this experience. Or maybe I'll tweak a little bit the question. What do you think you can bring the most out of this event? What have you learned so far from both the first breakout rooms that we had and what you have been seeing during the activity on the Post-it notes? What have you noticed that has been interesting for you, or something that you saw that could be highlighted?
I think one of the most highlighted ideas, to me at least, was that every culture is just so special and so beautiful it cannot be captured in words. And I've learned a lot about Mexico and well, Libya. From US, I've heard more from social media, but like I haven't heard a lot about these countries, for example. So I'm very happy with that.
Okay, mulțumesc, Adia. Someone else that would like to share their experience, what they have learned so far?
Well, I didn't know that Romania protests a lot, so that's new for me.
Okay, okay. Gracias, Andrea.
I like this kind of activities because this gives us an idea to how other people live, and this expand our vision to be maybe more creative and to have no limits. I think so we can think a lot of different things and how other people do the things, and yes, I like this kind of activities.
Thank you so much. And shout out to your blouse. That's a traditional broided blouse, which is very typical, especially in central Mexico and central South. So you can see from Alejandra something that it's very traditional of our culture. Someone else that would like to give an opinion or what you have learned so far, something that you have seen interesting?
Yeah, well, it's not something in particular really, but it really intrigued me that even though we're from different nations, different parts of the world, we have literally the same problems, the same people protesting over even the same things, and that's like really, I don't know, an eye-opening thing.
That's absolutely right. I mean, sometimes we don't even mention how similar our countries can be, even we're miles or kilometers apart. I think being conscious on that, on those things that we have in similar, and kind of sharing these ideas of how we can do something about it or how we can work on our own communities. It's interesting because at the end, if we do have those same problems, then we might come up with solutions that could work everyone, right? That's part of the international community purpose that we have. Someone else that would like to highlight something they have seen or learned or would like to know more about other country now that we are all together here?
Like how many meals does everyone have? Can we like continue that? Cause there's like normally 3, I guess, in the USA, but that's crazy that Zaid said there's 5. Like that's crazy.
Well, for instance, if I make an opinion, and I would like my Mexican people to back me up, in Mexico, our dinners are way too late in comparison to the US, because I know you guys have dinner around, if I'm not mistaken, 5-6 p.m. Yeah, here for us, it wouldn't be a surprise for us to eat supper at that hour. So yeah, we are very used, and especially those of you that are students, I don't know, eating dinner at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. I mean, I've done that. So that is also a very huge cultural difference, that our concept of dinner is not the same. But we do still have 3 meals. I don't know why Said said 5. If it's true, I mean, we all should go to Libya one day and eat that much. I mean, that would be just amazing. In Romania, how is it?
Well, we have 3 meals, and they're the traditional breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But on special occasions, we eat very much, and especially in Romania, if it's Christmas or New Year's Eve, and you're at your family. Well, if you don't eat exactly the amount that it's put in your plate, then well, the whole family basically hates you. And that's one of our traditions.
All right, a little bit extreme, but well placed. Someone else that would like to share a little bit more about that? Mexican people, how do we celebrate Christmas? I would like someone to expand on that topic because maybe we're not that far from the Romanian people.
Well, at least in my family, what we do is like we organize like the dinner like 2 months before it's Christmas, and we like to like to travel to a specific place and to have dinner there. We commonly have like spaghetti. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we
Okay.
can. Yes, we can.
Okay. Or turkey, even chicken. How do you say this? Apple salad. That's something very common here, and it's really good actually. And I don't know. I believe it's the same in all families, basically.
That's right. And actually, even some say that culture from northern Mexico and central Mexico are way too different. But in Christmas, it's all the same. It's the same food. So Lucy's completely right on that topic. In the US, can you talk to us a little bit more about your Christmas food?
Well, Christmas is like it depends on the family, but mostly it's a feast, where like a lot of people get together. Typically there's like ham, turkey, those kind of meals. There's like traditions though in families where people will bring lots of casseroles, like green bean casseroles, and there's also like a lot of like sweet potatoes and desserts. People go all out. Lots of Christmas cookies, lots of different like in Michigan we have like you put like a Hershey Kiss and like a peanut butter like cookie. Those are like really big desserts. And candy canes and all those like seasonal sweets that come out.
Yeah.
Um,
Other thing is, sorry, what we commonly know as the recalentado. That is like when we eat the food of the last day or the past night, and the food tastes better than the the top night. So it's it's really good.
I believe we had someone else that was also about to talk. If they want to make an opinion on it.
yeah, this is on the Christmas thing, right? Still? Okay, yeah. So being from Arizona, I feel like I have the best from both worlds, Mexico and America. So at Christmas, we have tamales and menudo. And if you don't know what it is, it's beef and make it, but and menudo. So yeah, we have that from Mexico, and then the desserts we have Christmas cookies and a lot of cake for some reason. But yeah, that's pretty much how I am in Arizona.
I, my goodness, menudo and tamales for Christmas. Oh my God. I would love to have that kind of Christmas. But usually, just as a note, we do have tamales and menudo, but we use it for a festivity we have in February, which is called Dia de la Candelaria. That's where we usually eat the tamales. Uh, but I mean, everywhere tamales are sold, and all the time, all year, we buy the tamales. So it's nonstop. So well, our time has done, and we will be back on the main room for the rest of the activities. Thank you so much for this wonderful conversation.
Okay, so this room will be for that we can share or answer some of these questions. So the first question I want you to answer me is like, what have you learned during this event of other countries, of other cultures, or what have you learned? Fabrique, what is it? Is you?
Can I start? Okay. In this first eReach event, I realized that I always knew the world was a very diverse place, but I didn't realize how diverse. There's always this mentality that's like everybody and everywhere is just the same. It's not true, and everybody has views, and everybody has opinions, and everybody has a history, and it's all just really beautiful.
Thanks, Haya. Someone else?
Can I say on the other side of what Haya said, even though we are so diverse and we come from such different places and speak such different language, we all share some things in common. Like we all share some traditions or even some.
Think our food is good. We all think our
Some moral
and
ideas,
also
like
this passion of robotics.
Of course.
Very
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, why do you think it's important to share the cultures? Why do you think it's important that we can share to other people what we know, or that other people can share their cultures to us?
Can I speak?
Yes, sure.
I think it's important. It's important in general to find out about different opinions of different people about some subjects. And being from a different culture, it automatically means that growing in a different background, they also have different opinions. Some which are very, very different than yours. And it's important to see some things in different points of view to better understand that.
Yes, sure, because like Haya and you said, we have well, I like to share my culture because it's a way that we can like share what we know, what like a kind of piece of what we are. And like that people will know like more and more and can have a more diverse thought of what we are, or what we can do. And it's like when, I don't know, maybe if they want to develop a project to help the world, that they can know the diversity that we have, but that we still have like the same, like you said, we still can share something. So that's, I think that's why it's like important to share the cultures. So the other question is like, why do you think it's important to embrace our differences to create this first eReach event? I don't know, Tatiana or Ella would like to answer.
Sure, I can answer. So I guess it's super important to embrace our differences because our differences are what makes us who we are. So without differences, we'd all be the same person, and that's obviously super boring. And with all these differences come different opinions and different ideologies of different, topics and discussions, and the world just becomes a more beautiful place with all these differences. So, yeah.
Thanks. Someone else would like to say something?
Um, I don't know what to say. Building off of what Tatiana said, I think her mind state is like so amazing. How she talked about the ideology of people, not just who they are, what they think, and like I said, the world is such a diverse place, and learning how people think and how people do just opens your mind that much.
Yeah, thank you. So we still have 5 minutes. So in these 5 minutes, I would love so you can tell me what is the thing you like the most about this event, or the thing you like the most about other cultures. For example, one of the things I like the most is that how Tudor and Alex and Andre talk about their food, their traditional food. It's something I like the most, and I really wish someday I can taste that food. And about this event, I really love or like to meet other people from other parts of the world. That if it's not because of this, we probably never meet each other. But because of this event, I have the opportunity to meet you, and I think like that's incredible. So, like I said, if someone would like to share what they like, you can also you can turn on your microphone or put it on the chat.
So, like you said, what I like most about these kind of events is that you don't get the chance to do this kind of thing every day. You don't get a chance to meet people from so many different countries and so many different cultures every day. And I think it's just beautiful that we can all come together and talk about this kind of thing openly. And it really just opens your mind. The fact that you can share ideas in different cultures is very beautiful.
Okay, someone else? Don't be shy. Like, share what you think, what you like, or something. You can say that you like the music, for example, of Mohammed,
Yeah.
or something. Or
Also, when you see that there are a lot of people that like robotics all over the world, that's very nice. And sometimes we think that we, as members in STEM and FTC, we are not a very big number of people, but it seems like we are a big family. And that's really, really nice.
Honestly, this feels like the whole family world.
yeah, that's also like I like the most because we are like have something in common that like it's the are the robotics, and sometimes well I feel like it's just me like being in robotics like that not a lot of people like robotics as me. But then when I enter to this event, I know there are a lot of people from all around the world that they also like robotics, and there's also another teams who have like the same goals. And it's very cool because in a future maybe we can even share like projects or something like that just because of these events that we can meet each other and know that we're not alone. Like there's a lot of people who is uh, trying to achieve the same goals, who's trying to make the world better, who's super excited about robotics is me. So that I think that's another thing I like. So I don't know if someone else like to finish would like to share another thing they like about this event or about robotics or anything.
I think we've already kind of talked about this, but I think it's really cool that we're just here talking right now in different countries. Because if like maybe if coronavirus hadn't happened, we probably wouldn't be doing this. We might just be meeting for regular meetings for our own robotics. But it's really cool that we can all meet from around the world together at the same time in the same place. And just see each other. I didn't ever think I'd be doing this.
I second that.
So, in a way,
Same.
being isolated just brought us closer together.
Very deep and very true.
Yes, I think we'll all agree that this um, event is really cool, like to meet people, to know about different cultures, about traditions, about food. So I really like this event. I think this room is almost over. So unless you want to share something else, or we're just going to wait to the room to break. Si no quedamos en silencio, se oye todo.
Well, I liked that we could keep conversations going and without much trouble, and I personally feel like I'm among friends, even though we barely met 1 hour ago or such. I mean, I can speak freely without.
Also, we're from at least 4 different continents in the same place, in the same meeting. That's
Like that's
very
super crazy, you know. Like I said, like if
yes.
this wouldn't happen, probably we will never meet each other. But now, like for example, you George, you can say that you in during this quarantine you have already met people from Mexico and from USA and another parts of Romania. So that I think like that's super cool that we can interact between each other. Like now I can say that I know people from Libya and from USA and from Romania. That's like super crazy that now I can say that and like you said Heather, like keep in contact. I think after this event we will share an email like sharing our social media, but also like they say it's this Discord channel. So if you enter, you will find like most of the participants there, or that's the idea that you can find most of the participants there, so we can still keep in touch. Okay, so sorry, I think that's it. Probably we can like leave the breakout room. And like I said, it was a pleasure to meet all of you and like we can share all cultures and all that kind of stuff.
Can I can I ask a question to all of you?
Yes.
Fun way to spend time.
Sure.
What's your favorite thing about your culture? Go. Cool.
Well, for me, I think one of the things I like of Mexico is the also the food. I think it will be the people. I think the Mexicans or most of the Mexicans are very friendly. Like if you come to Mexico without knowing Spanish, like we will do the possible to make you feel comfortable. Most of the houses of Mexico they have a guest rooms. So and if they don't, like what happens is that if there's a guest, we make whatever to make it feel comfortable. We give him their own room. If we just have 2 rooms, the kids go to the same room and they sleep bad, just like the guest can have its own space and can feel comfortable. Like if you're also on the street and you say hello to someone, he will not make you like a bad face, like, oh my God, why is he saying me hello? It will be like, hi, hello, how are you? Where are you from? So I think that's something I like the most, that we are very friendly, that we like, we are very open to people. We like people to make feel comfortable and feel happy with us. So yes, I think Haya, answering your question, that will be something I like from Mexico.
That's really cool. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I do that when I'm nervous.
No, it's great. So I think we'll already pass the time. So see you at the main session. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, then we are welcoming everyone from their breakout rooms. Hopefully, you had a wonderful time, that you had a wonderful reflection. For those of you that wanted to expand on some. All right, then we are welcoming everyone from their breakout rooms. Hopefully, you had a wonderful time, that you had a wonderful reflection. For those of you that wanted to expand on some of the topics that were covered on the first room, uh, hopefully you get to learn a little bit more about your cultures, the nations that are present at this event. And so, what we're going to be doing for this following minutes, we're going to continue on the activity we had on the platform, the sticky notes. Hopefully, you get to fill out all of the questions, and highlighting a little bit the last question that we have, that is, if you want to give a message to a world, we're planning to do something special with those notes. So give it a thought. Hopefully that you get to write something special, something meaningful from the heart, because we are making sure that first eReach doesn't only come to the first community, but that we actually, as what we're building, we get to impact others as well. So we'll give just a couple of minutes more that you can get to work on it. And I believe, Mohammed, if you can you hear me, Mohammed?
Abraham, maybe you should resend the link because there's a lot of messages after you send the.
Okay, perfect. Let me do so. Give me 1 second. There you go. Once again, the link, if you want to enter, we'll give a couple of minutes so that we can work on our first eReach mural. And once again, hopefully we can get to answer as many questions as possible. I'll make sure to share this screen as well so that you can see kind of the general overview. We are giving 10 minutes for the rest of the activity.
I don't know who is doing the country road song, but that's amazing. Like super fun. And I'll let you know that we will be sharing this document with you in the email that we will be sending probably in the next 2 days. We're not vampire. Okay. There's a fun fact that I don't understand. We are not vampires. If someone can please explain what that means. Oh, sorry. So Abraham had some trouble. We cannot see the screen right now, but you may see and zoom in and zoom out to see what other people have shared. Thanks everyone for sharing your messages to the world. They are really encouraging for us to read. I recommend for everyone to read what other people are sharing here. Um, there are some, like a lot of empty post-its. I will start maybe deleting some of those. Daniel, you're having a lot of fun right now. Is that you like doing like 100 sticky notes? Oh my God.
Okay,
Okay,
we have 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Just
awesome.
Little note.
Okay, so personas de México, vamos a hacerles la competencia a los de Estados Unidos escribiendo una canción, porque si pueden ver en esta parte de la pantalla, están escribiendo la mitad de la canción. Entonces podemos hacer algo así también divertido nosotros. Okay, maybe we should erase that huge square because everyone is moving it. I think by accident. Oh my God.
¿Y qué canción vamos a escribir?
La que quieran.
Ok.
La
Vamos a
chona.
escribir cielito lindo.
O cielito lindo.
Y cielito lindo.
¿Todo ahí en el blog de notas?
Sí, o sea, vamos poniendo de que así post-its, escribiendo cielito lindo.
Ahí voy. A ver.
Oh my God.
Okay, so just kind of recap. So Mexico and the US are having a feud on who can write most of one song. So Romania people, come on, you can do the same. I mean, let's try to fill that. Apparently, that's the most popular board that we have. So go on and let's see how much we can get in 3 minutes that we still have left.
Hello, salute.
Salud.
I encourage you once again to, if you want to upload some Instagram story or some post, to please use the hashtag first eReach and tag
And
Lybotics Youth Team, Lybotics Girls Team, and STEAMex
6832.
6832.
That's right. We are having this event at Twitter and Instagram. And just a quick reminder that this event has been recorded. So hopefully in the next few days, we will be uploading the event so that you can relive it, that you can share with other people. We also encourage you to join the Discord server. Really, we will be having amazing activities there. So we are just expecting for more of you to join. It'll be very fun. And yeah, we're having 1 more minute to finish this activity, which I happen to see very interestingly. This feud is quite interesting. And I have been seeing also the Romania people that are not left behind. Romania and Moldova, because I recognize some of the songs. So just 30 seconds more. All right. Wow. That song board is full. I'm very glad that everyone got to engage on this activity. I'll stop sharing the screen and hopefully we are passing to the last part of our event. We will keep this mural for the rest of the day. So if you want to keep filling with your sticky notes, please feel free to do so. I'll stop the screen right now. There you go. Okay, so hello, everyone. Once again, we are entering to the last part of our event, hopefully. And now I'm sure that everyone has been enjoying so far what we have been doing at this event. We will keep doing these fun activities for the rest of the eReach events, hopefully bringing you with new and more exciting and different tools. Now that you've seen that, you know, we have been trying to make this activity more dynamic. And for the last few minutes, we would like to ask you if you have any questions that you would like to make to the general audience, or if you also have any comments that you would like to share. If you have suggestions for our following first eReach events, feel free. We are opening the room for everyone.
Yes, so I want to say something. So in our country, in Romania, it's 12, it's midnight. But this hours in which in this series project was so beautiful, and we're very thankful that this project happened, and hopefully will happen in next weeks.
Thank you so much, and for everyone in Romania, in Moldova, mulțumesc for joining. I know that it's a little bit late there, but we are very happy that you are joining. Anyone else that would like to comment, to say any more fun facts, that would like to give us suggestions for the following topics, please feel free. We have a couple of minutes to do so.
I think I'd like just to say thank you for everything you're doing, because we are living in times with so many intolerance and violence, and what you're doing is something great. And I think I'd just like to say thank you and keep up with the great work you're doing.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Muito obrigado, Gabriel, for your comment. We're trying to reactivate our first community. Despite the challenges we are fronting, first is not a competition; it's a life form. So hopefully we get to engage that in the future, and hopefully that we can have more Romanian, more Moldovan, more Brazilian, more American, more Mexican teams here. We really hope this is an expanding community. And we're very happy that this is going on. Someone else that would like to comment?
I want to let everyone know that I just sent the Discord invite on the chat, so you can click on it and join our Discord server.
Thank you so much, Jesus. Yes, please be sure to join our Discord server. We will have several activities there. Anyone else? Once again, the room is free for everyone to talk.
Well, I would like to say thank you for conducting this first experience. It really provides a light in these dark times, and it connects communities all around the world. Really thanks, and I would love to see more of this. This is my first and definitely not last experience.
Thank you so much, Haya. We hope that more Libyan teams can join us and engage. We're glad to listen that you have been enjoying this event. We still have 5 more minutes. Does anyone have any suggestions on topics that you would like to hear for the next event?
Well, in our break room, we talked a lot about protests. So maybe in the next one, we could talk about how to make strides and make changes in not only just in FIRST, but in our world and government and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that would be such a cool topic to talk about.
Okay, noted. We are keeping record on that. More topics, more suggestions. We're writing and everything is being recorded, so we're taking note on everything. No one else? I mean, we're hoping to do this in the long run. So we're hoping to get input from you guys so that we can get more topics or something that you would like to see in the eReach activities that you would like to see, keynote speakers that you would like us to have. Please give us as many suggestions that you'd like.
Dean Cayman.
I think talking about prejudice in general would be great.
Okay. Noted. Anyone else? Anyone that would like to give any last comments before we wrap up this edition?
You can also send your topic suggestions via the Discord server in case you are shy to speak right now, or maybe you don't have ideas right now, but maybe sometime later on, you can share it via the Discord.
That's right. And remember, just as a recap, and for those of you that are joining for the first time, in the following days, We'll be sending you an email with the recap of what was talked about. We will be having, the photo of the mural. And before we end, our traditional selfie picture before we wrap up. So for those of you that it's the first time, I'll be putting the my screen and I'll be taking a screenshot. So because we have now 2 pages of people, maybe you don't know in which page are you, so you will keep smiling for just a little bit. So give me a second while I'll prepare the screenshot menu. Okay, give me 1 second.
Please turn on your cameras and start smiling when Avram says so.
That is right. So we're going to start with the first picture in 3, 2, 1. And give me a second for the second one. We have 3, 2, 1. All right then. Thank you so much once again for joining the first eReach 4th edition. We hope that you enjoyed it, that you get to learn a lot of things. And stay tuned on your email accounts. Please add yourselves to the Discord server. Spread the word to more teams so that we can keep growing this wonderful community that we are building. And hopefully we can see you in a couple of weeks for the 5th edition. So thank you so much and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.